Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're playing Sokochess, a minimalistic chess puzzle. Let's dive in. Alright, level 1, humble beginning. Press the left mouse button to select the rook. Easy enough. Press the right mouse button to deselect it. Understood. To beat the level, push the black pawns into their destinations. And I'm assuming these little red pawn symbols indicate where I'm meant to push them to. I wonder if I actually click on the actual pawn or if I click behind it. No, I click on the actual pawn. Okay, so I push it into its destination, kind of like capturing, I guess, and then I push the other pawn into its destination as well. Okay, so far pretty straightforward. If you make a mistake, press Y, Z, or the HUD icon to undo. I don't plan on making any of those, so I can forget that right now. You can take back as many moves as you want. You can also press R/B or the HUD icon to restart the level. Okay, here we'll make our way to the back rank, push this guy into that square, go down. And cat got my tongue. I guess that was wrong because the pawns can capture diagonally. All right, let's try that again. So I'll move down, push him into his destination, and then move back before I go back for his friend. Okay, so I did not realize I had to be careful of not getting captured. This just got way more interesting. Because I'd imagine if I push this guy back, I'll get captured. Oh, I don't. Oh, I thought I was going to get captured by these guys. So I can just keep pushing you back. So what happens then? If I slide over, I get captured? Understood. I see. Okay, let's do this. I'm also curious what happens if... Oh, I just can't push them off the board. Okay, I see. So we'll push you all the way down and then move back before shoving these guys into their destinations. Now the problem is, how do I get you off the back rank? Is it even possible? No, it's not. Okay, let's try that again. This is very confusing. So I want to push this pawn back, but not so far back that it falls off the edge. So we'll do this again. Can I move to this square without getting captured? I can. Interesting. All right, let's move you down. I'm a little confused on how the capturing works. Wait, let me think about this for a moment. I got captured when I moved in front of the pawns, but not behind them. So I guess the pawns always capture down this way, as if it were a normal chessboard. Let me try that out for size. Okay, so there I got captured, but here I shouldn't. Okay, understood. So basically they captured down towards us as if it were like a normal game of chess. Okay, so the only way out of here is to come down and push this guy over. If I move down, I get captured. If I push this pawn to the back rank, then he's stuck there and I can never push him back down. So I have to push this guy over. Again, if I go down, I just get captured again, so I guess he's just gonna have to be happy landing there. Now, how on earth do I go about pushing you over there? This is boggling my mind. Oh, wait a minute. No, but there are 3 destinations. What? Maybe I can go down? No, okay, even if you lock them into their destination, they can still capture you. Oh, that was a misclick. So what I'm thinking is, can I draw arrows? No, but that would be amazing if I could. What I'm thinking is maybe this pawn actually needs to go back here. This pawn needs to come down to this square, and then this rook can push it over from the side. I'm thinking that's probably what needs to happen here. So I'll push him down, and then shuffle back out of the way before pushing this guy back up. Oh, but I get captured anyways. Wait, the logistics of this are actually breaking my brain right now. So I have to do at least that much. That's guaranteed pretty much. Oh, maybe I'll shuffle you over first, and then I'll go behind this guy, push him down. Oh, but I can't get back around without getting captured. That's a problem. Maybe I can push you over. I don't know that I've solved much of anything. Oh, I see. Okay, I can go back, push this guy down, and by doing that, I reroute my rook back onto this rank, which is good, I think. Oh, but I can't push pawns into each other, so one of these guys would have to move out of the way, which I think locks me in the puzzle. So I've done this wrong, but I think I'm on the right track. So let me think about this for a moment. Okay, so what I think needs to happen is this guy needs to get shoved over. This guy needs to move back 1 so that I can make my way back around, push this guy down. This is the easy one. And then, let me see if I get this right. If I move down now and push this pawn up, then I can still go all the way back around and push this guy down to shove him over. So I think that's actually fine. I should be able to do this guy right now because I can just go all the way back around. Oh, but can I do that without getting captured? Oh, but if I push this guy down now, then I get captured by this one. Oh, I should have only pushed him this far. Man, that's tough. That's really tricky stuff. Okay, let's try that one more time. So I'm coming here, pushing this guy over, pushing you one square back, so I can go around and push this guy down. And then you, I only want to push back one? So I can come back around. If this is only level 4, I'm actually getting my butt kicked later. Then I can do that before circling all the way back around. But I can't push you over without getting captured. So what on earth have I really done with this? Am I just like way overcomplicating this? What am I missing here? I feel like I'm missing something super obvious. I mean, this has to be the first set of moves. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, I can't imagine. And then I think the trick is pushing this back. I still think I'm right about that. I still think I need to come back here and push you all the way down, which unlocks the second rank for me again, and means I can go back and forth freely. Okay, let's work backwards. In a world where these two pawns were here, what would my last moves potentially have been? Coming from either one of these two sides, or coming from top to bottom? Oh wait, what if I push you back, and then I push this guy down but only once, so that I can come back around again and push him back again and then end up next to this pawn instead of in front of it. You're picking up what I'm putting down, then I push you back once more. No, but then I get captured! Oh my goodness. Wait, am I actually just doing, am I dense? I might just be dense. I'm gonna be honest, if the music wasn't this relaxing, I think I'd be tilted by now, so shout out the really nice relaxing background music. Okay, this has to be right. There's no way this is wrong. I'm also befuddled. Oh, did they leave this open literally just so I could shove this over? Oh wait, I am dense, aren't I? Oh, I can literally just push this over, go back to the top, push this guy down, just far enough to shove him back over. Oh, I've made a whole hubble-baloo out of nothing here. And then I can push this over and up. I was trying to, oh wait, why did I do that? I need to go back around. I was trying to figure out how I could get these two pawns here by working them up and down the files, when literally the columns were there the whole time. And look at that, conveniently there's a space right here that I can shuffle over to and push this guy over. I am in for a butt whooping, I think, if I keep that up. Okay, level 5, a noble sacrifice. I have a pawn now. So I can sacrifice him and then push this pawn back into its space. Interesting. Good to know. Each opposing piece has a capturing priority. Its value is shown next to the piece. That's to say a piece with a value of 1 will capture before a piece with a value of 2. Okay, so they have priority rankings. I see. I think I have to sacrifice this pawn, but maybe I can move my rook up first so I can push this over. Now the question is, how do I get this pawn down here? And I don't know how to do that. What happens if I just do something like this? And then push this. And then shuffle over, push you back, and then push this guy down. I sacrificed 2 of my pieces to do it, but there's nothing against that. In fact, they explained that idea of sacrificing in the previous level. Okay, March of the Pawns. We have designated rook squares. How on earth is the rook going to travel diagonally? That's a mystery to behold. And then we have 2 pawn squares as well. So in theory, if I do something like this, and then this, that lands that in the right spot. Oh, if I capture diagonally, it pushes it back diagonally? Well, there's our mystery solved. Interesting. Okay, level 8, the Rook's Revenge, with its last capturing priority. Interesting. So, what am I meant to do here? I'd imagine shoving you over is number 1, and then shoving you back while sacrificing the rook. Puts both of those in the right spot. The problem is I only have 1 rook now to get this guy back here, which does not seem right. The Rook's Revenge, what? I can sack my rook, but that doesn't solve the level, does it? So I need to get these 2 guys accommodated without sacrificing a rook? Oh, maybe I can do this and then shuffle, just kind of pivot back around to do it again. Okay, nice. And then the Rook's Revenge is that I sacrifice, quote-unquote, 1 rook to push their rook back into its proper spot. Interesting. Okay, sacrifice all. I have 2 rooks and 4 pieces to accommodate, which is likely. Oh boy. Okay, so eventually this rook has to sack here, and this rook has to sack here for those rooks to get positioned correctly, which means somehow I have to position these pawns into these 2 squares before that happens, before I commit to that. Let's... I feel like this guy needs to move out of the way so I can get behind with this rook. And what? Now I just advance them both at the same time? I can't do that because then I get captured. Huh, that's fun. Can I get rid of you now and then push this guy down? But then the problem is, how do I get these 2 guys in place without a 3rd rook? Or rather, without a 3rd rook. Nice, now I'm imagining rooks. Without a 2nd rook. Questions. Oh, what if I do this one first? I don't feel like that solves anything, though. Shove you over. Let's do this. This. And the problem is, if I ever push again, then I lose one of the rooks. Questions. No, let's try that again. I'm very stumped about how these pawns cross without getting captured, without one of my rooks getting captured by this rook. Because if that happens, then I need multiple tempo to get the rook back over, and it's basically finito. So I can't allow that to happen. So maybe I really do just sack one of these rooks. Oh, but first I need this rook to position this pawn, perhaps. This all feels very wishy-washy to me. I'm not super sold on my own idea here, but it seems kind of right. So here's the little situation we have going on. If I want to get this pawn here, it needs to get pushed down and then pushed over, but I cannot push this pawn down without getting captured by pawn number 3. So I need to push pawn number 3 down? No, that doesn't make sense either, because then I'd get captured here when I push it over. And I can't push the pawn number 3 all the way down either, because then I have nowhere from where to push this pawn over from. So I'm just screwed here already? Oh wow, this is fascinatingly difficult. Maybe I need to sack a rook somewhere to make this happen. But I can't, right? I already have to sacrifice the rooks here. This is horrifyingly fascinating. I must be missing something critical here. I'm also working under the assumption that there are no squares here that exist without purpose, and I'm trying to see if that can tell me anything about the solution to this puzzle. Oh, what if I do something like push this pawn over, then forward once, and then I use this rook to push the opposite pawn back? Oh, that might be it. And then I can just give this a... Oh, but no. Oh, never mind. I was going to say I can give this away and then push this guy down, which works, but then there's no way to get this pawn out from the corner. Wow, that seems stinkingly... Like, that seems awfully close. That's suspicious. I'm suspicious. Let's try this again. So the idea was to push this over and then push this guy down. But I can't push this guy back. So I'm going to assume that I have to actually push him forward first, push this guy down again, move my rook out of the way, and then push him back? But I can't push him back yet. I have to actually drag this rook all the way around, I think, first? I'm very suspicious. Maybe I can get this rook away now, and then push him back. Right. And then, something. I move here, shuffle over, push you back, get behind you. Wow, that was a very tricky, dense puzzle. I will say, looking at the actual map and kind of assuming that nothing is there without reason was hugely helpful. Okay, we'll try one more level, but I'm just about fried. That was very fun, though. Okay, level 10. Nice round number to end on. Bishop's Last Stand. Okay, so this is also very amusing. Obviously, if I go to take any of these pawns, they'll move back diagonally and then just recapture the bishop. So if I like take you, then you just take back and that's game over. So I basically have to go around behind the pawns and push them into their place. But how? I can't just give you away. Okay, I did something wrong there. I think I meant to maneuver behind. I think that much is clear. Question is, how do I go about finishing this off? Oh, I think no, if I push you in, then I get captured. So the next move has to be to push you up, surely. And then... Oh, and then I push this guy down, and then I actually sack the bishop because the pawn will take back. Nice. With that, we do finish level 10. I'm going to take a peek at level 11, but I won't actually attempt it. Yeah, that looks like fun. Anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, please consider liking and subscribing. If you want to check out Sokochess, it will be the first link down in the description below. This is not a sponsored video, but I have returned to Steam games to find all of the chess adjacent games that I have yet to try. If you guys want to see me try this again, maybe for a longer sort of laid back episode, I'd be more than happy to revisit it. Just let me know down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.